Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly reading for August 3rd through the 9th. I'm using the Archangel Tarot this week. Same thing, midweek, beginning week, midweek, weekend. I'm going to do a card for each of those. I'm going to pull a love card for you guys. And then this week I'm also going to pull a soul journey or soul homework card for those of you who are like working on yourselves and who are into the spiritual thing. But I'll do that at the very end because I know not everybody's into that. So I won't shuffle for that one just yet. So Monday, Tuesday for Taurus. There's your Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday for Taurus. Alright, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for Taurus. Alright, everybody wants to know about love, so we'll go ahead and shuffle and pull the love card. Guys, also, I'm going to start pulling cards for people from the comments. So feel free to comment, and whoever I'm drawn to, I will pick a card for you. And I'll reply to your comment with your card, or with what ended up coming out for you. It's going to be when I have time, so it might not be immediate, it might not be right away, you'll have to be patient. But for those of you who want to leave a comment, you may get a reading back. Okay, so let's see what's happening here, and then we'll pull our soul homework card at the end for those who are into that. Monday, Tuesday, Two of Earth, a lot going on. It's so funny because Capricorn got this too. So you might have, some of you may have Earth, whether it's Capricorn or something else, you may have Earth in your moon sign or rising sign. So a lot of you have been spinning your wheels trying to like get ahead, and maybe some of you have bitten off more than you can chew at this point. And maybe some of you have been working on something for a really long time and you're losing your joy in doing it. Maybe in the beginning when you set out it was like something you were excited about, and now it's just feeling like a burden. So you're being invited to take a more playful approach and go through it in like a more playful way. For some of you, you're making really big life changes right now and you're feeling very overwhelmed. It feels like, oh my God, like how am I going to move forward? This is so much. So this is saying a little bit more balance, a little bit more playfulness, take breaks, do what you can to kind of recharge yourself, and it's going to make moving forward more easily. A lot of you who are more into the angelic thing, I feel like you're going to have Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael around you a lot, and this is coming in intuitively. Obviously, it's like not written here in the card, but some of you have Michael and Raphael coming up. So some of you are being protected from a really bad situation, and some of you are being redirected as a matter of protection so that you're protected. And then Raphael is like healing. So some of you are going to be going through healing, or you're leaving a bad situation and you're healing, because Raphael is also the patron archangel of romantic love and like romantic soulmates. So some of you are like leaving a bad situation and making room for like your main soulmate, but you might be coming out of like an other like lower vibration soulmate type situation. So different strokes for different folks. Those of you who are wanting to get ahead and work, like you're wanting to be promoted or you're wanting them to give you other responsibilities, this card is saying that you might be seen as somebody who's really overwhelmed right now, and that might be why they're not promoting you or giving you more work or giving you something more interesting to do. Whereas you might be running around working your butt off trying to prove yourself and trying to show that you're capable, but they're just seeing you as really overwhelmed, and they like you and they want you to stay. So they're worried that if they promote you or if they give you something else, it's going to be too much for you, and you're just like, you know, peace out, I'm out of here. So if you're wanting to move up, you know, maybe work on that persona that you're showing them, so that they see that you are having more fun in what you're doing and that you're not as overwhelmed. So maybe some balance there. So let's go ahead and look at midweek here for Taurus. Queen of Fire. So some of you, this might be you. You may have fire in your chart. So you may have fire in your chart. So those of you who have fire in your chart, it could be you. Or even if you don't have fire in your chart, you might be encouraged to take on the qualities of the Queen of Fire And for other ones of you, you actually have a Queen of Fire coming into your life. Queen of Fire is going to be a fire sign. So we're talking Sagittarius, we're talking Aries, and we're talking Leo. So it could be fire sign person coming into your life who maybe is influencing you in some way. For some of you, it could be this person's coming in and I don't want to say throwing you off course, but they're taking your attention away from whatever you've been doing, especially those of you who've been really overworked or really stressed out. You know, Queen of Fire could be a very exciting, very passionate person. For some of you, this could be a love type relationship where a Queen of Fire is coming into your life, or you're coming into that Queen of Fire energy and you're just going for it and you're bringing in more passion and more fun and more excitement. For some of you, you're having a Queen of Fire moment in terms of like work and career, where maybe you're just getting fed up of having everybody put all kinds of crap on your plate and you're just like, I am so over it. I am so done. I am the friggin' Queen of Fire. You don't even know who you're dealing with right now. And you're done. You're done. So for some of you, you might be really tempted to walk out of a job. If that's the case, take a breather. You know, don't get all impulsive. Don't get all impetuous here. Take a breather, kind of rest, and begin to do your planning stages. How are you going to leave this job? Because chances are you need to pay rent or mortgage, and you need food on the table, and you need bills paid, so you can't just up and quit unless, I don't know, maybe you have a ton of money saved up, or maybe you have somebody who's willing to like support you until you find something else. That's a whole different, I mean, I don't know your business, you know your business. But maybe do some planning and avoid like really emotional situations, like where you're just so overwhelmed and you're so emotional that you're making a rash decision that maybe, even though it's the right decision to make, maybe you're doing it sooner than you should be. So avoid that. Avoid like that impulsive decision making. This could also be, like I said, it could be like a passionate relationship. It could be something like that as well. So midweek for we did midweek. Weekend for Taurus is gonna be 3 of Earth. So this is like creativity. This is teamwork. This is coming together and working on a project. So for some of you, you're finally getting what you wanted in terms of like more exposure at work, or like, you know, a chance to prove yourself because you're going for, like, you're wanting to be promoted and you're wanting to show them what you're made of. For some of you in your love life, it could be that you've caught somebody's eye, or like somebody's beginning to take you seriously. Like they think, okay, this could be like a game changer for me. This could be a life partner for me, but they haven't made their mind up yet. Like they're taking you seriously, but they're still considering, they're still examining. So what you can do is, you know, just be in that team player type energy, working together. You know, this is probably going to be somebody that like just wants to see partnership, like equal give and take. And if it's a work situation, know that you're being held in high regard. Again, guys, this is a general reading. I'm not going to say that, you know, there's going to be Tauruses that aren't going to have something negative happen at work the end of the week. You know, maybe if you do have negativity from coworkers, some of it could be because they are noticing that you're being noticed. So maybe they're throwing shade your way, or maybe they're trying to make you feel insecure because they want to push you out. That could be happening for some of you. Check your moon sign, your rising sign. That might give you a little more layers, a little more information, or you might need a personal reading. This is general. Keep that in mind. This is general. But that's what we have for the weekend. Your love card, Taurus, is releasing your ex. So this is going to apply in different ways for different ones of you. Some of you are full on getting ready to break up with somebody. Like you're done You're like Queen of Fire. You are like out the door, you know, peace out. Like, you know, you're ready to go. But it still hurts like hell. Like, it's difficult. So this is saying that allow yourself time to process, to like let this person out of your energy, to release, to let go. For other ones of you, there might be an ex that maybe you haven't been with for a very long time. But if you're currently in a relationship, there might be things that happen in that relationship where you're bringing in a little bit of baggage. Be honest about that. Is there something your ex did that you're making another partner pay for? Are you being suspicious? Are you being resentful? Are you taking something out on a current partner that's really coming from an issue from a previous partner? For other ones of you who maybe have been single for a while, this is saying that this might be where the block is. You know, you may have broken up with a person, or maybe you didn't even break up with a person. Maybe it was somebody that like you were in love with, or that you had your eye on, or you were hoping that you would be together, and this person like just kind of snubbed you in some way, or they played you, or they did something to break your heart. That needs to be healed. That needs to be released so that you can have a new person come in. Again, this is general, so it's going to apply to different ones of you in different ways. Know that if there is uncomfortable feelings around it, don't be like, oh man, bad news. I'm so pissed off. I got bad news about love this week. This is general. It may not apply to you. But even if it does, even if it resonates and that's why you're upset, know that it's just cleaning out the closet, making room for something good. You've been asking for something good. You've been asking for somebody new. Your angels are trying to give it to you. They're trying to give it to you, but they got to make room for it first. So this isn't necessarily a negative. Don't get like discouraged from seeing that. So for those of you who want the soul homework, who are like working on, you know, bettering yourself or working on your spiritual connection, we're going to do a soul card here. And see for Taurus what we have for the week. So you have abundance. You're manifesting abundance. This is pretty good. So your homework in bringing in abundance is that you're going to start focusing on what you do have. And you're going to be grateful for it. And you're going to give thanks for it. Every morning when you wake up, before you get out of bed, before you even lift your head off that pillow, think of 3 things to say thank you for. Whatever comes in. And, you know, when you go to bed, you put your head on your pillow and you're getting ready to go to sleep. Think of 3 things that you're grateful for and give sincere thanks for it. And that's going to be like a little something that you're putting out there to call back more abundance. I think for a lot of you too, though, because you maybe have been through where you've been really overworked and you haven't been feeling appreciated, the abundance is going to come through you reminding yourself that you are a child of God or universe or higher power or whatever word you like to use, that you are a child of, you know, the supreme being or the supreme life force, and that as such, you know, unconditional love is your birthright, food, shelter, abundance is your birthright. All things in nature have a home. All things in nature have food. It's just kind of in the human realm where there's just all kinds of, sometimes unfortunately, corruption or blocks or things that, you know, people have a hard time with having things that they deserve, you know. So come into that deservingness, come into that belief, come into that self-love, come into that self-appreciation, and that's going to help bring the abundance that maybe you're longing for or that you know is going to come, but you just don't know how, right? This is how it's going to happen. Again, guys, I do a free card every single day on AmethystAngelLight, Facebook and Instagram. I do a free pick a card on there each day. So like and follow, keep up with me there. I do a giveaway every Monday, so there's chances to win prizes. Keep up with me there. Those of you who have reached out and done private readings, thank you so much. Those of you who have supported me on Patreon, you have no idea how much that means to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It helps me to continue making content, and it helps me because this content, a lot of it is free, right? And I'm doing it because a lot of people can't afford help. They can't afford a private reading. They can't afford to have somebody sit down and give them guidance. So I want to do this to help people, and you booking readings and you supporting me on Patreon helps me to continue to do that. So I thank you. The people who are getting benefit from this, who can't afford it otherwise, thank you. And I appreciate you so much, Taurus. I hope that you'll keep in touch with me throughout the week on social media. Until next week, my friends. See you then.